Now, something that I think affects us all is stress in the workplace. And Akhtar's here from Nightingale Hospital in the UK to explain how we can deal with it and what we can do. So, Akthar, how much of it is it a big problem?
It's a huge problem, and one that affects all of us around the world, particularly in a busy corporate or stressful environment. Identifying the early signs of stress can be vitally important, and it's very important to invest in oneself and well-being to prevent potentially catastrophic events if the signs are not picked up early.
And what are the signs, and what can we do to sort of alleviate them?
So some of the signs are quite straightforward and you may take for granted or just ignore completely. Something as simple as your sleeping patterns disturbed, eating habits, you're missing deadlines which in ordinary you wouldn't, you're finding yourself slightly more anxious, even with short temper. In terms of physical symptoms, there could be unexplained aches and pains, nausea, dizziness. So these are some symptoms that can affect, and if you find that happening on a regular basis or your overall performance has reduced and you cannot be explained, then these can be early signs of stress.
And what can we do to sort of help combat the stress? What can we put in place to help us cope with it?
Sure. So there's a number of things one can do to look at. First and foremost, of course, we recommend a general health check just to rule out any underlying issues like diabetes or other family history conditions. And then focusing on overall well-being for yourself. So here at the Nightingale Hospital in the UK, we have leading experts who will draw up an individual plan with yourselves, and it could be focused on exercise, good eating, some medication may be required, counselling, meditation techniques. All of these together, or some elements, could be used to help tackle and combat stress to avoid the serious crisis later. And another key thing to note is sometimes the stress can also have an impact not only on your career but also on your personal relationships at home. So it's vital that we tackle these earlier on, and we have a good regime that balances, of course, hard work, but managing stress and symptoms around stress.